Superflu and what's our thoughts on the new flu jab. So this is for entertainment purposes only. This is not factual. These are just thoughts and feelings. So I am going to do a reading on what I see coming ahead for this new Superflu. So I was watching Katie Hopkins yesterday on her video of the Superflu, and I was just crying. I was. And the woman speaks facts. Just facts. That's it, you know. We need humour in this country because we have been through a lot in the last 5 years. A lot of people have PTSD. A lot of people are still in repair. And we need enlightenment. We need light-hearted sort of energy coming in. And she brings that. And, you know, I've seen so much change now in the mindsets of people, and you know, talking to neighbours who, you know, I've spoken about, and they are in agreement they will never do it again. Loads of people, especially neighbours, have had health crisis since. Is it connected? Yeah, come on guys, there was no health problems before. For entertainment purposes only, I have to say that. So yeah, my friend contacted me the other day. Her flatmate, who is in her 30s, was found on the floor, went to the hospital. The hospital actually told this lady it was connected. They're actually telling you now, they're actually admitting it. There's a big, massive change in what's happening right now. And, you know, I always say they're coming for the elderly, they're coming for the children. And our job as human beings is to protect the elderly. We failed the elderly massively. We failed them. And now it's our time to step up and bring change and start looking after our elderly and our children. Because those are the two ones that they seem to be after, and this is where you're not touching our kids and you're not touching our elderly, end of. So we're going to bring in our armour, which is us guys, to come together and unite, and that's what our job is to do, to protect and serve. They protect and served us in the past. Our job is to protect and serve them now, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to look at the cards on this. Do you know what's really weird? I was talking about light-hearted fun and people, just the energy's changing. And I've got this card here and it's saying, take a more playful approach. Do you know what wakes people up faster, guys? Humour. Humour and comedy wakes people up. You know, saying things in a sort of playful approach actually does get through to people a lot more. And comedy, for me, needs to come back. You know, people need a sense of humour. People need to lighten up because people are so sensitive and so like uptight. You know, you can't say anything anymore without somebody reporting you or somebody having a sensitive sort of issue with you. And I say, pull your big boy pants up and grow the fuck up. Do you know what I mean? Because we're all in the same boat. We're all on the same team. Like, why are we in division when we all want the same things? So I get that really strongly coming in. There's going to be a lot more energy, sort of like light-hearted energy coming in. Right, let's go back to this Superman flu. What I see coming ahead. Well, I don't see it manifesting. It's not. No, this right. So the card that's come out here is the emotion card. This is about people moving on to something more. The spiritual growth happening here. People starting to look at things differently. And learning from things, you know. We've learned a lot in the last 5 years, guys. And like I said, there's a lot of people in PTSD, in repair. And a lot of people are taking care of themselves more, looking into things, looking into natural remedies, looking into how to look after themselves better, learning from things and, you know, not always trusting outside external people or, you know what I mean, governments and, you know, medical fields. They're not always trusting that now. They're going to start trusting themselves and looking like more into things, going down and doing research on things. They are trying to manifest the 2020 timeline again. They're trying to bring it in. They're trying to, like, it's like the same situations again. But it's like, have you learned from it? Have you learned in the last 5 years? Most people are learning the hard way. Yeah, most people are learning the hard way. Certain situations have had to happen to people to wake them up. And it's like, don't repeat something again. Like, learn from it. And so a lot of people are going to refuse this. Yeah. Do you know, I've always had this name in my head for the blue jabs, and I call them the finishers. I call it the finisher because that's what it does. It just finishes people off. It kind of just floors people. I just don't understand why people are not getting it right now. Like your body has an immune system, you know, it heals itself with certain remedies, you know, honey. You know, I'm not a medical person, and don't, you know, look at me for any medical advice or stuff like that. But there is the old-fashioned remedies are the best remedies. You know, body heals itself. Don't think yourself ill. The mindset is a most powerful tool as well. You know, don't go into fear. Kind of know that, you know, for years and years and years, we've had colds, flus, all sorts of things. And the body repairs itself with, you know, whatever you put in your body, you know, can cure certain things. And we have to get out of that fear and reliant on other things. But the human body is actually a miracle. It can do miraculous things, and you have to start trusting your own body and also changing your mindset. So a lot of people are going to now trust their own bodies and start to refuse things outside of that that have caused in the past some harm. So we are now not going to manifest this. It's not going to happen. The 2020 timeline will not happen. This will not get off the ground, right, guys? There are going to be certain people that are going to do it. Certain people are going to, you know, carry on repeating patterns, and, you know, sometimes going back to the narcissist that really hurt them in the first place. That's what it's like, going back to a really bad old boyfriend doing the same thing again. But a lot of people are going to refuse this. They're not going to take it because they are completely now in the knowing of what happened last time. So this card, I've got the World card. People are moving on a new path. This is all about enlightenment, people waking up, people seeing through the bullshit and knowing that we're all in this together. There's a lot of Archangel Michael energy right now, which is all healing. It's healing energy coming to the world. I said there's a force coming into this world that's going to help people rise. And nothing anybody can do can change that. Like with the distractions, with the media pumping out all the rubbish, this energy cannot, nothing can stop it. And so many people are waking up. I did say December was going to be a big one for people's eyes opening. Like I said, I've spoke to people and I've seen the change in people, and I've seen that, you know, people have really learned some huge lessons from trusting, you know, anything but themselves, and giving that trust to something else where you should have trusted yourself. You should have known that, you know, you can do this yourself. You can repair your own body, just with knowledge. Learn, do your research, learn, you know. And there's lots of people out there that are there to help you and give you advice and you know, give you like tips of what to do. You know, just reach out, because community spirit is going to come back and people are going to start protecting each other now. You know, we look for the outside to protect us and the saviors, and listen, this is you. You're your own saviour. You're going to save yourself, and you're going to do it with others. Others are going to join you, and we're going to work together as a team. So, yeah, I do feel the world is moving forward, and I do see changes happening. And do I see it manifesting? No. It's 2020 timeline is gone. It's never going to come back again. We're moving forward. We're moving into new energies of awareness, of knowledge. So I would say just get some peace in that, guys, that things are going to massively change in 2026, and change where there's more connection, human connection. Take care. Have a great day.